have a review for you guys on the Sculpt and Blend 2, and this is a 10-piece set by BH Cosmetics. I'll put the price point around here somewhere so you guys know how much it is. I always buy their stuff on sale. I never buy it regular price because their stuff is always on sale. So that is something that I've always told people about BH Cosmetics. Don't ever buy it until there's like a really good sale, because they always, like every few weeks or every, I don't know how long, they always have a good sale, like 40% off, 35% off. So always buy it on a sale. And I really like the fact that their brushes are always really soft, really good, and very affordable. I've already bought, I think, 2 different sets from them. Yeah, I bought the pink polka dot set, and then I bought the first one of this, the first Sculpt and Blend, and I will have those reviews down below if you guys want to see those. I did buy all of these sets with my own money. BH Cosmetics has no idea who I am. And what I have to say about this set that I really liked, different from their other sets, is that they finally are starting to number their brushes. So I'm going to show you guys a close-up of the brush itself. That's what it looks like right there. They are starting to have, like, they always had their logo, but now they have these numbers on them too. So really like that. Some of these brushes I've had for quite some time, if you look at when I did those videos, and they haven't shed. They've been such really good quality. They haven't fallen apart or anything like that. So that's one of the reasons that I really trust their brand, and I just kind of gravitate to their brushes, and they're super, super affordable. So this little box that it came in, the second set, I really like the fact that it has the number of the brush and what it's used for. So I really liked that little detail on this set. This is their first set, one of the brushes from the first set, and as you can see, it has the logo, but it doesn't have a number or anything identifying it. I have used these brushes for like the longest time, and like I said, they've just been really durable and really good. So it's one of the reasons that I jumped on this set once I saw it on a good sale. So I love BH Cosmetics, if you can't tell right away. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into each brush, what I use it for, and kind of just show you guys more or less what I use it for and what it can be used for, because brushes don't necessarily have a certain one thing that they can use. Sometimes brushes can be used for multiple purposes, and just because a brush says that it's used for one thing doesn't exactly mean that there's like rules to it where you have to use it like that or anything like that. I don't believe in these kind of fake rules that people kind of entitle themselves to tell you about. Oh, you're using it wrong, or it's not supposed to be made for that, or da da da. If it works for me and I like using it for that, I'm gonna use it for that, okay? Because I have had people say, oh, you're using those brushes wrong, you da 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 da, this and that. I kind of give you guys different options on how to use these brushes and get the most out of your brushes. It doesn't mean that you have to use it that way. If you want to see this as a contour brush only for your cheeks and only use it for your cheeks, then go ahead and use it like that. I'm just telling you other ways that you can use something to kind of get more use out of it, and nothing has rules to it. I mean, I don't know why people don't get that. Okay, rant over. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the brushes. The first one here is the 127. They call this the angled face shader brush. That's a fancy word for a contour brush. This brush is amazing. I am in love with this. Why? Because it's very, very sleek and slender, as you can see there. It's very thin, so you get a very precise line. I do have other kind of contour brushes like this Sonia Kashuk one, as you can see right there. It's super thick, so when you use this with powder, you're gonna get a very thick line. So that is good sometimes, and just like the Real Technique one too, it's very thick, so you're gonna get more of a thick line. I have been really loving this for making the line, and then sometimes using this to buff it out. This also does a really good job buffing it out itself. I just kind of use it down this way, build the line, and then use it upwards like this to kind of just buff out those lines. I really like the fact that you can use this all over the face. You can put this sideways, do your temples, do around your hairline, down your nose if you wanted a straight line down your nose to contour, around here, around your chin, around this area, just to kind of make your face look a little bit slimmer. So absolutely just love this brush. I think this is my new favorite contour brush ever, and I love the fact that their brushes are synthetic, so you could use this for cream products if you wanted to as well. So love this brush. I mean, I'm seriously gonna go ahead and tell you guys, you need this set. You really do need this set. Next up, and also if I had to choose between the first set and this set, I would definitely jump on this set faster than the first one. Next up is the 123, and they call this the flat top buffing brush. This one I really love for foundation and powder foundation. It's just a excellent buffing brush for your foundation, and you can use it down the neck. It just buffs in your foundation like nobody's business. Love foundation brushes like this, and this is a great one to have. Next up is the 124, and they call this the Tapered face blending brush. This bad boy right here is awesome for setting your under eye and just putting the powder there. Because it's really thick, a really thick one like this, I really like this for cleaning up that area after I've put, if you're gonna do the baking technique and put powder on there and just let it sit for a while, when you're done, you take this bad boy and just sweep under there, and it does an excellent job. All these brushes are really soft, so absolutely love this for this, and it doesn't feel like prickly against your skin or anything like that, so really love this brush for that. Next up is one of my all-time favorites also from this set. I really love this set, is the 125. They call this the Tapered contour brush. This brush is just a very multi-purpose brush. You could use this for contouring, for highlighting. You could use this for setting your under eye concealer with powder. I absolutely love this brush, and it's super soft, awesome for just packing up that color here underneath the eye. Like I said, putting on your highlight. If you wanted to blend out a contour, it would be nice. I wouldn't exactly use it completely for contouring because even though it does have a little tapered end, I just feel like this is more precise, so I really like this. But if you were looking for more of a natural contour, this would be a really nice one as well to do that. So really love this brush. And last is the one that I least like out of the face brushes. This is the 126, and this is called their Precision Blush Brush. This one is just an okay brush to me. It's not as wowing as the other four. This one is just a very small blush brush, and it's just kind of for like putting on that temple, or if you want a really precise application of your blush. So it's just an okay brush to me. It's not something that wowed me or I was like, yay, I love this brush. So really nice if you have like smaller cheeks and you just want precise application of your blush. Really soft and nice. So it's just kind of like it's a nice one to have in there, but it wasn't something like super spectacular. So next up is the 128, and this is the Small Deluxe Blending Brush. I feel like this brush is really good for buffing in concealer underneath the eye, as well as for using cream products for contouring. I think this would be a really great brush, and it does a really good job at buffing. Okay, and Rocky is a little restless. Next up is the 129. They call this a small round blending brush. This one kind of reminds me of some of their other ones. I have one of their, let me see if I can grab it. It seems like the big brother of this one from their other set. As you can see there, it's just a tiny bit bigger. So this is something that I also would use for cream products as well as for applying, and what I use it mainly for is for blending out any kind of primer on all over my lids. Next up is the 130, and this is called the Large Shader Brush. This brush is really good for spot concealing. I think that it's good at, like, if you're gonna put a little bit of concealer on a mark or a acne mark or an acne pimple or anything like that. This is really good for just going into a concealer and just spotting on that. I think it's way too big for your eyelid, so I wouldn't use it for that unless you're just gonna buff out some primer or anything like that. But other than that, I don't. I really like it just for like spot concealing. Next up is the 132. This is the Precision Detailer Brush. This one I really like for underneath the eye, for applying makeup underneath that lash line. For the inner tear duct, I use this today just to apply that bright color that you see right there and just blend it out. So really like this brush for that. I also think that this would be really good for a cut crease if you were going for a cut crease. And last is a very unique one. This is the 131. This is the Nose Contour Brush. I have been playing around with this one quite a bit and trying to figure it out. As you can see there, it's kind of like a V shape. And it was kind of like weird to play with it at first because I was like, what the heck do I do with this? But I have to say, I really like this. I think it looks really nice, like when you go into the product, like your contour powder, And then what I do is I kind of just like wiggle it on the tip of my nose to kind of just give a little bit of contouring there. I use it on the sides of my nose to just kind of like slim down the nose, and then I just run it back and forth along the nose like that. I feel like if you have a thinner nose bridge, this would even work well to just like define that nose bridge right there. But I feel like it's too tiny for my nose itself because my nose is a little bit more thicker, so I don't think that that would be the appropriate lines for me. What I do like that for is, like I said, that edge of the nose in the front. So really like that for that. So those are the brushes. Let me know if you guys like this set, what you think of it. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. I really love this set. I love this set even more than the first one, just because the first one brought like way too many of these brushes like this, which aren't that, you know, aren't that very, you know, there's not that much of a variety. That's what I want to say. It kind of just has a lot of these little buffing brushes. One's squared, one's, you know, angled, one's a little bit more rounder. So I didn't find that many uses for those. And I feel like here you have a lot more variety. So let me know. I'd love to hear your opinion on those and what you use them for, or what you would like to use them for. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe down below. I love you guys to death, and until next time, bye guys.